Good morning. It is 10 after 1, and this is my humanity check for being a dead-end job person. I decided to wear my Pink Floyd Animals shirt and these cool new leggings today. Ta-da! They have music notes and staffs all over them. But because of this job, I'm not allowed to just wear clothes. I gotta wear this. So I just thought I'd share that with you, that's what's underneath my apron today. I hope you're well. I got a few comments about my last video that I did like this, and I don't know, it sounds like people might need some encouragement about their job situation. Yeah, I think what's really, really important in this kind of hourly work life, where it feels like the job owns you because you might have a funny schedule like I do, and it can make the rest of your life harder. What I often have to do is just remember that the people who employ me here need me. They need me bad. Without me, and the others, of course, I'm not self-aggrandizing here, but without people like me who are willing to do this with these hours, this place would not function. So there's a sense of power in that, and I think that's a huge thing that those of us in this position lose sight of. It's easy to lose sight of the fact that we're needed. Even though we're treated sometimes like we're disposable, like we don't matter, like we're not working hard enough, even when we're putting just a butt ton of energy into what we're doing and we are working hard. There's this kind of, it's like being in an abusive relationship that way, I guess. What I've had to do at this point in life is be really clear about the fact that this job is only allowed to own me, so to speak, while I'm right here, while I'm doing my job. When I'm not here and I'm not doing my job, you best be believing my phone is on silent. There is a group chat, believe it or not. And when I first started here, the chat was just, I would go home, I'd be trying to go to bed, and they'd be talking to me. So eventually I was just like, okay, this is not working for me, this is not healthy, I don't want to be spoken to about my job when I am not here doing my job. I am an hourly employee, I'm not on a salary, I don't have any great responsibility. All I'm here to do is make muffins and cookies and cakes and pot pies and parfaits and scones and crap. Like, that's what I'm here to do, and I am not giving you more than that because that's what I'm being paid for. So, that's sort of the line. When I was younger, like in my earlier 20s, and I didn't have kitchen jobs back in those days. I worked at a linen store years ago, like when I first got married, and that job owned me, even though there was no need for it to. The people who owned that store stressed me out so bad because I let them. That's the thing. I think that's what's really, really important. That was the missing thing that I didn't understand. I had such high anxiety, just like through the roof. Whenever I knew I had to go in for a shift, I would wake up and just be like, because I was so scared of one of the owners in particular. She was so intimidating to me. And I look back on that now, 20 years later, and go, what the hell was I so intimidated by? This woman was little tiny. I could have just pushed her over with my hand. Like, she was little tiny. And I just allowed her to intimidate me. I allowed her to kind of lord it over me, that she was the powerful one because she was the one writing my checks every 2 weeks, right? And I let her do that. And I think there's a tendency that we have to let people do that in power, and it sucks because it's the way we're socialized when we're working, right? When we're kids growing up and we're watching our parents work hard and they're telling us, you gotta work hard, you gotta work hard, you know. And then there's the employers that we meet later on in life, and they're like, you're not working hard enough, you're not working hard enough. They're like, they're tapping into that little thing that was kind of instilled in you as a young person. And it's making you feel like you're not working hard enough, even though you are. It makes you feel like you're not good enough. Makes you feel like you're failing your family if you're supporting a family. It makes you feel like you're just not enough. You're not good enough. Nothing is ever fast enough or perfect enough or accurate enough or whatever, you know. And it's so critical to remember that there is a difference between a genuine problem that might be happening because of your performance. There's also other people having a crappy day for their own reasons that have nothing to do with you, and it's really important to be able to discern the two. It's important to keep what power and autonomy that we have. That's why I always make a point of wearing clothes that I enjoy wearing hair clips that I want to enjoy wearing, because I'm not allowed to wear jewelry. I'm not allowed to wear necklaces or earrings anymore. I used to wear earrings and necklaces all the time to work. I'm not allowed here. But the way around that for me is I wear hair clips. And everybody likes my little hair clips, by the way. So it's not about breaking rules or being defiant or all that, even though it's so tempting sometimes. It's about maintaining that boundary, being like, okay, I'm following your stupid BS rules. I need to wear this dumb apron and I need to wear a hairnet, fine. I'm not allowed to wear jewelry, fine. But I am gonna wear, something under my hairnet that makes me feel like a person, a little. I'm gonna wear powder on my face and lipstick because it makes me feel like a person. It's not defying any rules, I'm not doing anything wrong, but I'm still being the most like myself that I can be within the confines of the workplace. Let's put it that way. So I don't obviously know what examples to use, for different occupations in other areas, but I'm just saying all this to remind us all that it's easy to feel like all your worth is 56 Morning Glory muffins, 35 blueberry bran muffins, 25 cranberry lemons, 6 chocolate chip, 18 apple cinnamon, 23 monthly, 3 lemon poppies, and 15 gluten-free muffins, or that's all the stuff I gotta make today, by the way. I tallied it all up for us so that we know. It could feel like that's all that I'm worth and that's all that matters, is that. Because there's a whole bunch of customers waiting for me to fulfill that for them today. I will. It'll happen. It happens every other time. But I also maintain the fact that I'm a human being as well, with other interests and other pursuits. And again, when I'm not here, I'm not here. This place doesn't exist when I'm not here. And that's really important if you work in a coffee shop or a restaurant or any place like that, a clothing store, whatever kind of customer service, hourly, menial kind of job that you might hold. That job exists when you're there doing that job, and then it's really important to just be like, okay, job, you're done. I'm clocked out. I'm going home, or I'm going to do other things. I'm going to go out with friends or whatever. But you don't exist, job, until my next scheduled shift. Excuse me. Why is it that when I try and speak authoritatively, my throat goes out, but it does? Anyways, that aside, I hope that that helps in some kind of way, because the way the system is made is to make us always feel like we have to be the carriers of all the burden, and that's just not right. It's not right. That's just the way things have been rigged over the years and generations. And it doesn't have to be that way. We don't have to accept that the way we have been accepting that for so long. Well, in the name of, speaking truth to power, I guess I better go and make all of these freaking muffins. I have my cup, and I'm gonna drink the water that's in it, and I'm gonna make muffins. And package them up and load them into vans, and then they will be driven away to all the coffee shops where they are going. This month we are doing a lavender lemon feature muffin, by the way. It's my first shift making this one. It's a lemon batter, it looks like. It gets filled with lemon curd and an Earl Grey glaze on top. There's lavender flower here that we put on top, and there's a dried orange that sits on top. Super cute, super fun. I will take a picture of all 23 of them when they're finished. It's gonna be cool. Anyway, I will see you later.